So the first problem was talking about, there's parts at the top that are just kind of here and there. The very first one talks about the scores being lower. Yeah. If a person has a negative z-score, do they score higher or lower? Lower. If a person has a negative z-score, that does not always mean that the person did not do well. Name a sport where having the lowest z-score would be the most desirable.
Golf.
Swimming, golf, running, anything with running. Those are pretty much the main ones that you come across. So with number 3, I'll kind of draw it, but I'm not going to go through right now everything. I just don't think we need to. We draw a line in the middle. The line in the middle is always the what? Mean. How many lines to go each way?
3.
For this problem, what was here? 180. Going to the left was
130, 105.
and then going to the right.
205, 230, 255.
What percents go here and here? 35. What percents go here and here? 13.5. These two are 2.35 and 0.15. What percent of all American men have a weight less than 130 pounds? 2.5%. Number 5 is what? 81.5%. What is 6? 97.5%. What is 7? 0.15%. Number 8. And so you should say 205 what? Pounds, because there are units for that. And then number 9 would be 130 pounds. Questions on any of those? I mean, there are probably people who missed 1 or 2 just because they weren't thinking it was the wrong number, but I feel sure that if you miss something, you can figure it out pretty easily. If not, we have a big thing we can do it. Number 10, I'm just going to go with the end. Number 11 is what? 557 days. Now, I would want you to write units, but then number 12, it actually gave you the units there. Number 12, your lower bound is what? 493, and your upper bound 557, and it says days. Number 13 is 589. Number 14, 2.5%, 15, 34%, 16, 81.5%, and 17, 84%. Flip it back to the front, like the note side real quick. I think I wrote one thing funny. What did I put for D in this class? The very, very last thing that I wrote, D. What does it ask for there? So it should have said 84th percentile, and I wrote it as 84%, and I realized that when I wrote it in the second class. So on your notes, the very, very last thing was D, and it was 84%, but it asked for 84, or what percentile. So you should have written it as this instead of 84%, or just add that to it. And I wanted to make sure that if you went back and looked in your notes, that I corrected that. Any questions about anything with this type of homework? So empirical rule. What's our big thing about empirical rule? Only for normal distributions. And then our 3 numbers are 68, 95, 99.7.